Today's quote of the day is, "What gains focus in my life always expands." This quote reminds us of the incredible power of our attention. In a world full of distractions, what we choose to focus on, whether it's faith, gratitude, or fear, has the power to shape both our inner world and our external reality. The power of focus, a spiritual perspective. Proverbs 4:25-27 says, "Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you." This verse calls us to align our focus with God's purpose. When we center our lives on His word and promises, they take root and flourish, just like trees planted by streams of water. Psalm 1:2-3. Even Jesus demonstrated this during His ministry. Despite the demands placed on Him, He consistently withdrew to pray and stay focused on His mission. Luke 5:16. His example reminds us that clarity of purpose is essential for spiritual growth. Practical ways to shift your focus. 1. Mindful attention. Philippians 4:8 encourages us to dwell on what is true, noble, and admirable. Focusing on God's goodness strengthens our resilience and brings peace. 2. Overcome negativity. Romans 8:28 reminds us that God works all things for good. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations like, "I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Psalm 139:14. 3. Live intentionally. Align your time and energy with eternal values, your relationship with Christ, serving others, and nurturing meaningful connections. 4. Gratitude as focus. Gratitude transforms how we see the world. 1 Thessalonians 5:18 says, "Give thanks in all circumstances." Focusing on blessings expands joy and contentment. Expanding faith through focus. Hebrews 12:2 urges us to fix our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. When we magnify His presence through prayer, scripture study, and worship, Peace overflows into every part of our lives. Even in trials, focusing on God's unchanging character anchors us in hope. Isaiah 26:3 promises, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Encouragement for today. If life feels overwhelming or stuck in negative cycles, remember this. Change begins with a single shift in focus. Ask yourself honestly, what am I giving my attention to? Is it drawing me closer to God or pulling me away? Like sunlight concentrated through a magnifying glass igniting fire, your focus has immense power to spark change, not just externally, but within your heart. Final reflection. As you go about your day, let this truth guide you. What gains focus in my life always expands. Choose faith over fear, gratitude over grumbling, and trust that God will multiply what truly matters in your life. If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who needs a reminder to focus on what uplifts their spirit today.